Hi, it's Dr. Ames again, and this is part two of our three-part series on sleep problems during the COVID-19 pandemic. So for those of you who've watched my first video, that was all about how to maintain a regular sleep pattern. And some of you might be thinking, okay, well, that's all very well and good. I've done all the right things. I've kept my regular sleep time and my wake time, and I'm not napping. But when I lie there, I'm still just not falling asleep. And that's quite a common problem. It's for a number of reasons. The most common one is really because of worry. It's a very anxious time for many of us. We're worried about our friends, our family, ourselves, our businesses, finances, and we need to try to address these worry problems. So, how do we do that? Well, if you're lying there at night and you find you're lying there and you just can't fall asleep, then don't lie there anymore. Get out of bed, leave the bedroom, go into maybe your living room and maybe sit under some low lighting, and I want you to try something called the gratitude project. So what do I mean by that? Well, with the gratitude project, what you're trying to do is acknowledge the things that you're anxious about and then replace those negative, anxious thoughts with positive thoughts to help us set the right frame of mind for relaxing enough to be able to fall asleep. So what I want you to do is you start off by writing 3 things that you're most anxious about. So your top 3 anxieties. And there might be something like, I'm worried about getting COVID-19. Or it might be, I'm worried about my mother getting COVID-19. Or it might be, I don't know how my business is going to survive this pandemic. And then you write those down and you acknowledge them. They're real worries, I understand that. But what you're going to do with those is you're going to put them to one side and you're going to schedule worry time for dealing with those anxieties the next day. Okay, this is not the time to be lying in bed trying to work this out. Now is the time for sleep so that you're in the right frame of mind to be able to tackle those worries in the cold light of day. Okay, so once you've written down your top 3 anxieties, I then want you to move on to writing down 3 things that you're grateful for that maybe happened that day. And we're not talking about, massive life events. We're not talking about weddings and babies. We're just talking about simple things that you're grateful for. And it could be as simple as, wow, I'm so grateful I still have a roof over my head. It could be, I'm grateful that I'm healthy. It could be, I'm grateful that the sun shone today. It might even be, you know what, I'm grateful for the extra time I've spent at home as a father because I've been able to get to know my children so much better. Anything like that. And then once you've written those down, you then move on to things that you're looking forward to the next day. So again, we're not talking about major life events. We're just talking about simple pleasures and gratitude. So it might be that you're looking forward to snuggling up next to your husband or wife or girlfriend or boyfriend and watching a good movie. It could be that you've planted a herb garden and you're really looking forward to seeing how it's looking tomorrow. It could be that you've maybe planned a Zoom line with your friends and you're really looking forward to chatting with your friends as a group on Zoom after missing them for so many weeks. Just simple things like that. And this is just a really good way of kind of framing those positive thoughts and getting into the right frame of mind to fall asleep. Okay, so that's one thing you can do. The second thing you can do is if you're lying there feeling really, really tense and all the muscles are tensed up, that's quite normal also. And again, you can do something called progressive muscle relaxation. Now, there are tons of these videos on YouTube, done much better than I could do them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have another link in the Ames Medical YouTube channel that I'm just going to share to somebody else's YouTube video about how to do progressive muscle relaxation. So please feel free to go and look this up. The third bit of advice I'm going to give you is whatever you do when you get up to do these things, to practice the gratitude project, to make your worry list, to try your progressive muscle relaxation, is do not look at the clock. Because what happens when you look at the clock? Let's face it, what happens is we freak out because we're like, hang on, I'm supposed to be in bed and asleep by 10. It's now midnight, and you start to just wind yourself up literally like the clock, right? So don't look at the clock. Just stay up doing those things until you feel sleepy tired, and only then go back to sleep. And if you're thinking, but I need to get more than 6 hours sleep at night because of course I need good sleep to have a good immune system, it's okay. One night of sleep, you'll be fine. You will survive if you don't sleep for one night. And by practicing these things regularly, these exercises regularly, you'll find that eventually you will get better and better at falling asleep. Rome was not conquered in a day. You will survive. Okay. So that's part 2 of my struggling to sleep series, and I am hoping to get part 3 to you very soon. Take care. Bye.